And this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is where I believe we're going to fall to. Bitcoin had been on a tear for 6 consecutive months, reaching a high of $65,000 and just recently plummeting all the way down to $47,000, leaving blood in the streets, panic, and pandemonium. There's a lot of theories out there about what's going on, whether it's the end of the bull run or just the start of the bull run. But in today's video, this is what they are not telling you about this dump that has just happened in Bitcoin. Welcome back if you are returning to the channel. If you're new, welcome in. Do you want to have less stress and more success? Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on that bell, and hit the thumbs up button. Did you hit the subscribe button? Do that right now. Today's video, you better buckle up. We've got a lot to unpack, and we're gonna break it down in such a simple way, including what we believe is going to happen based on the facts in the charts, all right? But we gotta start out with the most important thing. Right now, this is literally your last chance. This is literally your last chance. If you're an old student, pay attention. If you're an old student and you don't have the hybrid yet, there's a special thing that we're doing right now in order to give back. Check your inbox. If you don't have an email and you believe you deserve it, send me an email right now. Send me an email right now. If you're an old student and you don't yet have this, do it fast. There's only a few hours left right now. If you're not a part of our students yet, you're already behind schedule and you're probably tired of losing the money. You're probably stressed out and overwhelmed. You need a strategy. You can't use YouTube videos as a strategy. That's asking somebody to give you a fish every day for your whole life so you can feed your family. I teach people to fish so they don't have to pay attention to anybody. They can do their own thing and provide for their family. Go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com, sign up. You need this. You know you need this. Go sign up right now. The clock is ticking. You don't want to be regretting not signing up. Go there right now, get your courses, and if you're an old student and you don't have this, send an email right now. Now, let's break it down. Pay close attention here. This trend line, we were rocking this trend line for 75 days. We had broken this trend line and we warned everybody, hey, there's gonna be some more downside action, right? And we can't be surprised. We broke the trend, okay? We were holding this trend for 75 days. Now we're trying to literally reverse the trend. We took out our previous low here on March 25th. We already previously took out our other higher low on April 7th, right? We were forming these higher lows. We just took out this low and we took out this low, and we're probably eyeing this one next. That's at about 43,000. So pay close attention to that low. But Bitcoin is essentially trying to reverse the trend. Simple put, right? Now there's a couple culprits for this. There's things driving this market, right? There's two factors that really took this uptrend and really broke it. And the two we've been covering on this channel for weeks and weeks. We had divergence for this whole year, and we were in a descending triangle in our RSI that just broke to the downside, okay? So again, people were surprised. Oh my God, we can have descending triangles, not just on price action, we can have it in the RSI. Absolutely. We've been inside of this for the entire calendar year of 2021. So now let's put it all in perspective. Is this a major concern, this broken trend? Is this a major concern, this divergence and this descending triangle that just confirmed with a breakout? Let's put it all in perspective with our boxes, and then I'm gonna give you my target, my downside target, okay? So these boxes are critical. This is the run of 2013, this is the run of 2017, this is the run of today. These three boxes are the most critical boxes you can ever have on your chart. I need you to draw them. Pay close attention. How do we get these boxes? It's a 1.5x multiple of the previous all-time high, creates the low. 1.5x multiple here creates this low. 1.5x multiple of this 20K high creates this low. Now, how do we get the high of the box? It's a 4x multiple of the previous all-time high. Once you create this box, you can clearly see that this is the consolidation standpoint, the only one during the entire bull run. During the entire bull run, there's one consolidation point where the market moves sideways, where it has people second guessing the bull run, it's inside of this box. And by the way, the only time we've ever received a red candle was inside of these boxes. We've received red monthly candles here and here. That's why if you follow my channel, several weeks ago, we said, hey, just be prepared for a red monthly candle because we're inside of this box. That's when we get it. And by the way, we had 6 green candles in a row on the month. That's only happened one other time, and the all-time record for Bitcoin is 7. We were due for a red month. We've talked about it a lot on this channel. I know that it's a little bit scary. It could be overwhelming, but take a deep breath. This is par for the course. I would be more nervous if we didn't have a red candle. If we just kept printing green monthly candles, I would be horrified, because that's incredibly unhealthy. That means that the downfall would be dramatic and absurd. This is par for the course. Nothing to be concerned about here. We're having a red month. It's good. I'm happy. We should. This is healthy for the future of Bitcoin. Now that we understand, okay, we're having a red month and we broke down from this trend line, we've got this divergence, but how far can we really fall down? This is where it really gets interesting. And this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is where I believe we're going to fall to. What you have in front of you right now is the 21 EMA. Okay, the 21 EMA is something that we talked about maybe a month to 6 weeks ago. And we said, look, we haven't come back to this 21 EMA. And at the time, I think it was like 160 days. Now, we haven't been back to this 21 EMA in like 210 days. This is by far the longest time in Bitcoin's history that we haven't come back to test this. And as we said, all things revert back to the mean. All things revert back to the mean. And we can clearly see that during every bull run, we come down and we hold support. And if we go back into the 10-year history of Bitcoin, it's time and time again, even in 2013, even in 2011, even in 2010, 2011, all the way back to the early days, we've always come back to the 21 EMA. And that's what I believe we're doing right now. And by the way, here's the key. This is the critical piece. And we're going to talk about what price the 21 EMA is at right now. But it's very important to understand this. During a bull run, we have never closed a candle as resistance to the 21 EMA. Anytime we've done that in the 10-year history, it's been bear market. That's the one thing that would literally make me nervous, okay, and cause for major concern. Right now, my level of concern is like a 3, maybe a 2.5, to be honest. If we print a candle below the 21 EMA as resistance, it's time to get ready for a bear market. And this is why. If you look at the 10-year history, we've come down, we've had wicks through, we've had a little body through, but we've literally never, and I repeat, never have had a body close as resistance. I'll show you the closest time. And this is, I believe we're in a situation like this, and I'm gonna do a video a little bit later today illustrating that. And again, make sure you subscribe. You do not wanna miss this video I have coming up. You can see that during this July-ish period of 2013, we had bodies close down below, but we also had part of the body close above. I'm talking about literal resistance. Anytime we've done that, like right here, bear market. Anytime that we've broken this and we had a full body close below, like we did right here in February, bear market. This is the warning sign that a bear market is coming. We don't have that yet, so we literally can't be concerned. We need confluence to have multiple factors say, hey, it's time for a bear market. We don't have confluence of a whole bunch of things. We've got some little warning signs here and there, but in my opinion, it's quite healthy and it was much needed. So this is the level we're watching like a hawk. Again, you can have a wick through, you can have part of the body through, but you can't hold it as resistance, or in the history of Bitcoin, that spells bear market. Now, where are we at right now? We're at 44,447. Should be able to remember that number. It's a whole bunch of 4s and a 7. And again, this is rising pretty much every day. So tomorrow, it'll be a different number. But that's where we're at right now. This is the level that I'm watching. Hopefully, we land down here very safely and nicely, like one of Elon Musk's rockets, okay? Now, we'll keep you up to date on this because that is the point of concern. So, we broke our trend. Okay, a little bit concerned in the short term. You know, we're breaking down this descending triangle. It's time to be ready for a little bit more downside action. We're forming our first monthly candle. We should be relatively excited about that and not so nervous. And then we're watching this 21 EMA like a hawk, okay? Those are the things that we're watching, and in today alone, I'm trying to post 1 or 2 more videos. Make sure you subscribe because I got some very, very powerful information coming towards you. Now, if you're an old student and you haven't emailed yet and you do not have this hybrid indicator, the hybrid indicator is a game changer. That's when you get trade alerts to your phone, trade alerts to your email. It puts everything in perspective, saves a lot of time, energy, and effort. If you're an old student and you don't have this, there's a special way to sign up that I'm doing for a select few students. Email me right now, info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Put it down there at the bottom, info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com if you're an old student. But again, there's only a couple hours left, so you gotta act now. If you're not signed up to these courses, go sign up right now. Go sign up. You know you need them. You know you need them. You're tired of losing. Put your foot down. It's time for you to make a change for you and your family's future. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Link is down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And this is another video that, again, for whatever reason, people really love it. This is a video I made more than 3 years ago, back before I really knew how to make videos. But again, when to sell cryptocurrency. It's a really good one. Go watch that. I'll link it up here. You can find it right there. And then last but not least, obviously hit that subscribe button. And I do have some announcements. Again, before you do, hit the bell and hit that like. A couple things. We did a little Steve's Secrets to Success, okay? We used to do this for years because I really want to help people. So I give these little tidbits of information to really help you in your life. Absolutely free from the bottom of my heart, and you can feel it. I really want to help you. Here's another thing I'm going to tell you. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but when you have this really strong urge to sell, think about any time in crypto you've had the strongest urge to sell. That was more than likely the best time to buy. And the opposite is true. When you have the strongest urge to buy, when you feel, oh my God, I need to buy, and I need to buy right now because this market is moving, that's more than likely the best time to sell. Think about it. Let that sink in. It's such a simple thing. It's so hard to do. Why? Emotion. Emotion is a money killer. That's what our courses focus on, which other courses, for whatever reason, they don't focus on that. That's the #1 thing to become a successful trader, controlling emotion. If it was easy, everyone would be filthy rich. Think about the stock market. Only a select few, literally like 10%, are filthy rich. Everyone else is giving the money to the filthy rich people because of emotion. Think about this. This is a game. You got to learn how to play the game. You got to learn the rules, and you got to learn how you can dominate the game. Right now, you're probably not dominating the game. Just being honest with you. But I'm helping you with these little tidbits of information. It comes down to emotion. Really, plain and simple. The next thing, I'll tell you real quick. We talked about yesterday, believe in yourself. And I just want to emphasize that a moment because that, for whatever reason, is not talked about in the world enough. Not nearly enough as it should be. And I'll give you from my story, right? You guys know I didn't grow up with money. You know, both of my parents dropped out of high school. High school, not college. I didn't say my parents dropped out of college because nobody in my family had ever been to college. They dropped out of high school. Why? My mom was 18 when she had me, and my sister's 2 years older. You do the math. She had to drop out of high school. How's she going to take care of the family? And my dad needed to work. We were living on our own. They weren't living with their parents. I had all odds against me. All odds against me. And by the way, I told you, at an early age, I really understood money. For whatever reason, nobody in my family knew anything about money. I just really gravitated towards it and started learning about it. And I had big dreams. And I remember everything really started to connect with me in my early 20s when I discovered entrepreneur for the first time. And I'm like, that was it. I want to be that. I'm going to be that. And I remember I've always been goal setting. So in my early 20s, I had really crazy goals. By 30, I'm going to do this. By 40, I'm going to do this. And I told my mom, I told my sister, and I told people what I was going to do. And all of them laughed. Nobody in my family had ever done anything remotely close to what I was saying I was going to do. And I don't fault my family for that. That's foreign. That's foreign to them. But I had zero doubt in my mind. I had absolutely no doubt. And I kind of chuckled to myself when they laughed because I had so much belief in myself. It was freaking burning. There was zero doubt I was going to do what I said I was going to do. And all the goals that I had by the time I reached 40, I reached it about 10 years early. And I needed to set bigger goals. So believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if everyone doubts you, and they probably will. The only thing that really matters, the belief in yourself. That's it. That can take you wherever you want to go, literally. And then again, live below your means. Those are the two things. And again, you don't need to take my courses to get those things. I'm giving to you them here. There's no secrets. These are the two most difficult things to do, but if you do them, they'll lead you into incredible places. I'm living proof of that. I came from nothing. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be another statistic. I'm supposed to be in jail or selling drugs, or I came from that kind of place where that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't have that plan. I never thought that. I knew where I was to go. I didn't know how to get there, but I knew where I was going. And that's another key lesson. Everyone's so concerned with, well, what are the steps to get there? Who cares? If you believe in yourself, it will take you there. It will guide you there. Believe me, believe me. So I'm gonna leave you there. Let me know in the comments down below if you're a student. Let me know down below what you think of the courses, what they did for your life with changing your life. And I'll see you later today. Stay tuned. We've got some videos coming that you need to pay close attention to. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.
I realized that I definitely didn't know enough.
And I lost some money.
I was trading primarily with emotions and I was losing bad.
And I've made money back.
I made back what I spent on the course times 3.
And I was making more money than they were.